Hi, thank you for taking my question. I have a question about visualization. What I want most is freedom. I want to be able to just get up in the morning and do whatever I feel like doing that day. And that's kind of an intangible idea. It's kind of vague and abstract, and I'm having trouble visualizing it. I wondered if you could help me with that.
We think that the idea of freedom is a little bit misunderstood. And so let us explain to you a deeper meaning of freedom. And as you understand it, then every freedom by your definition can be realized by you. We're going to start in a different place. Ultimate freedom is freedom from resistance. In other words, every single thing that you think you want to do or have or be is because you think in the experience of it you will feel better. So if you can start by recognizing that freedom is about non-resistance, which is the ultimate feeling good, and once you are in that place of feeling good, then you are in the place of allowing every single thing that you've ever wanted. People often approach the idea of freedom in a sort of backwards way. They say, well, I don't want to go to work. I wish I was free to do what I want to do today. There's my free time and there's my bondage time, and I don't like the bondage time. I want more free time. But that is a path of greater resistance, because as you're looking at your work and you're thinking of it in terms of bondage, you're tightening the rope around your neck rather than loosening the rope around your neck. In other words, you are not choosing the path of least resistance. So we want to appeal to your logic just a little bit, and it'll be easier for you to hear in light of what you've just been hearing from us here already today, that you have the choice to choose the thought that feels the way you want to feel right now, no matter what. You just haven't practiced it, so you do not know that in all cases. In other words, sometimes it feels like you made me feel this way, or these circumstances have made me feel this way. But as you begin to play with the idea that you can choose thoughts of lesser and lesser and lesser resistance, which means you can choose thoughts that feel better and better and better and better, before you know it, the universe will be delivering to you everything that you've ever wanted. The process is 3 steps. Step 1 is ask. That's your job. Contrast helps you do that easily. Step 2 is what you've asked for is answered. That's not your work. Source answers. Step 3 is your work. You must be in the receiving mode of what you're asking for. So if you are concentrating on taking the path of least resistance, if you're concentrating on choosing the thoughts that feel good, the bondage has to go away. It has to go away. We watch you. You're really interesting to watch, not just you, but all of you. We see you working much harder at things of your choosing than you ever do at things of somebody else's choosing, and yet you want to call what they ask you to do bondage and what you want to do free time. We've seen you on your vacations. Talk about hard work. We see you on your day off. So why is it that you feel better on your day off when you are often more on than you've ever been? In other words, you get back to work, you can hardly move your bodies. You've worked so hard on your day off or played so hard on your day off. And we say, when you begin to discover that you can be in the middle of anything and take a path of lesser resistance, you will find freedom. And when you find that ease that comes from those choices, then you are no longer blocking your receipt of what the universe has lined up for you, and then all things that you've begun or have continued to want are flowing into your experience in a really steady way. Make sense to you?
Yes, yes.
You are so free you can choose bondage. You can choose a thought that makes you miserable right now. We could choose together a thought that could be so miserable, and we could focus upon it so long that we could suck the life out of every one of you. In other words, and we could activate a vibration within you that would be sure to give you evidence of that even today. Or we could choose thoughts that open you to life and to source and to abundance and to well-being. It's just that in the middle of those choices, because you've made those choices so often, it doesn't feel like such a big choice. I'm only burning my hand a little bit, you say. It's not really very bad, just the first layer of skin. I've done this many times. Not a big issue to me. Yeah, I can stand a little more. Bring it on, you say. Yeah? Actually, My capacity to endure pain is getting more and more and more. I'm getting some calluses now. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, I'm still okay. I can stand more pain than you can. I can. I'm tough to it. You can't hurt me. I'm tough to it. Well, that's a little sore there. And we say, don't be valiant about pain. Be a wimp. Let your guidance system be what it is. Let your guidance system tell you, right now, this thought you're thinking is a path of resistance that is keeping the well-being from flowing to you right now, which is chopping off your clarity, chopping off your balance, activating vulnerability, setting you up for future, maybe even really soon sickness, disconnecting you from all things that you want, but then it's your choice. That's what negative emotion is saying to you. It's also saying, and this is the thing that we like most, because the way we put that just then, it makes you want to run like crazy from negative emotion. We see you, suck it back, suck it back. Cancel, cancel, you say. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. Negative emotion also means you're standing right in the middle of step one. And step one's a good thing. So don't beat up on yourself for having the contrasting experience that has caused the rocket of desire. Just get off of whatever is making you feel uncomfortable as quick as you can. Let us throw out some questions, and you tell us which feels like the path of least resistance. In other words, which feels like the best feeling way to go right now. Not forever, right now. I think I will continue working here for a while. I'm going to quit tomorrow. Which is the path of least resistance?
Continue working.
It really is, isn't it? Mm-hmm. There's no question about it. That's much less path of least resistance. I think I'm going to hate coming to work every day, or I'm going to look for something to feel good about. Which is the path of least resistance?
Look for something to feel good about.
I think I'm going to see myself as unnecessary here, or I think I'm going to find a way that I can be of value.
Find a way to be of value.
We know that we are offering ridiculously easy questions, but these are ridiculously easy questions when you are looking for the path of least resistance. In other words, I appreciate the dollars that I'm bringing home as a result of this exchange of energy, or they don't need to pay me.
Oh, I appreciate the dollars.
I appreciate the dollars. I appreciate the opportunity to focus here. I appreciate the life that this project calls through me. Or I'd rather just sit here all day and get paid and do nothing.
That's a little harder.
There's no right or wrong answer here. But there is a path of least resistance. I like the idea of having something to focus upon, or I'd like to just sit here and do nothing and collect my pay.
I like to have something to focus on.
Truly it is. There was no comparison here. I like to have something to focus upon. I would like my work to feel more rewarding, or my work is perfect as it is.
I would like to feel more rewarding.
Can you feel how your path of least resistance is getting more clear? Mm-hmm. I do not believe it's possible for my work to be more rewarding. I think it's possible for my work to be more rewarding.
I think it's possible.
I'm going to keep my eyes open for ways that I can be of greater value. I'm going to just keep doing exactly what I've been doing.
I'm going to keep my eyes open for ways I can be of greater
Now,
value.
we're guiding you here in a way, but this is not something that you could not do on your own if you were, in fact, really wanting to feel better about where you are. You see, you have yourself in an impossible situation where there is no path of least resistance. You say, I don't like being here and I don't know where else to go. And we say, there's no way out in that. You've got to give yourself a path of least resistance. When you say, I don't want to be here, I've got to be here, you've got a stranglehold on yourself, you see. You've got to look for a path of least resistance. Even if it's something like, well, this is temporary. That lets a little of it out. Or, it's not so bad being here. That lets a little of it out. And all of this is all practicing step 3. If you let the pressure off, and nobody else can do it for you, as you let the pressure off, the pressure will be gone. And as you let the pressure off, you are in a place of allowing. And what are you allowing? You're allowing every preference that you've let the universe know you want. You're allowing doors to open for you. You're You're allowing ideas to come to you. You're allowing the right person at the right time to rendezvous with you. You're allowing your future to expand. You're allowing your joy. You're allowing the clarity that is you to express through you in ways that right now you can't even see. But you don't need to see them because Source sees them. All you have to do is let the path of least resistance be your motto, you see. So someone says, "How are you doing?" You say, "I'm doing great." "Where are you going?" "I'm not sure, but I'm going down the path of least resistance." What does that mean? That means I'm allowing every dream I've ever had to come true in perfect order. What? How do you find that path? You sniff it out with positive emotion. I just reach for the path of least resistance. Well, that sounds stupid to me. Gotta go. I just don't go where I don't feel good. Some would say, "Well, there's nothing at work that feels good." And we say, "Then you're done." If you say, "There is no outlet for me," then we say, "Kill me now." Because that is the ultimate outlet. That is the ultimate path of least resistance. But there are others. There are others. Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Our value to you is to diminish your resistance, to increase your allowance of connection. And so that's what we will work toward. Sometimes talking around where you are helps you to release that resistance. And what we've noticed as we've visited with you, and we are aware of every one of you, there are not two of you whose path of least resistance is exactly the same path. The life experiences that you have lived make you unique. But what is the same within all of you is that as you release resistance, you feel better and better and better. We want you to release resistance because we want you to feel better. And we know that when you do release resistance, you will achieve whatever it is that you are wanting. But we are not really wanting you to release resistance so that you can achieve what you're wanting. We're wanting you to release resistance so that you can feel good now. And you say, "Aha, just what we thought." Some old dead non-physical being who doesn't have a house anyway. Trying to get us not to care about not having one too. It isn't that we are not wanting manifestation for you, because we are. We want the fulfillment of everything that you have ever dreamed. But we notice that when you stand where you are, feeling discomfort about not being someplace else, that discord about not being someplace else is full of resistance. So if you can get more excited about the process and less concerned about the completion of the journey, not only will you have more fun along the way, but there will be so much more delicious manifestation for you. Because it is not possible for you to stand where you are, enhancing with great description the difference between where you are and where you want to be, and shorten that gap. In other words, you've got to de-emphasize where you are, and you've got to emphasize where you're going. Or you have to just be blissful about the process. And the way that we encourage that is by saying to you, and this you know, we just want you to remember, you are eternal beings, and we never get it done. Which means there is no reason for you to feel insignificant in your incompletion of your current project, because as quickly as you complete this project, another one that you want every bit as much, if not more, will be revealed to you, and then you'll be off toward the completion of that. And so if you could just once and for all accept, I am an eternally incomplete being. Repeat after us. Because when you accept that you are eternally incomplete, it takes so much of the angst out of this current incompletion. And it puts you in the place where maybe you can begin to enjoy the process rather than always needing this to be complete before you allow yourself to be happy, which is an endless cycle that you can't win at. Because in your discomfort about not getting this done, you cannot possibly get it done. You're not a vibrational match to it, you see.